It started as an idea that became an event that became a tradition, and a goal to become the finest charity golf tournament in the country.
It's the finest amateur tournament that I ever played.
Bringing together participants from all across the country, united in a single cause.
It's just the next level. There's just not anything I've ever seen that's like this.
The Gladney Center presents the 2007 Gladney Cup. The event began on Sunday night with the traditional pre-tournament dinner and auction. The red carpet was rolled out at the Gladney Center for Gladney on the green. From a paparazzi-worthy entrance, guests were ushered into the swank ultra-lounge vibe of an LA-styled nightclub.
The Gladney Center's never looked as elegant as it did last night. The venue and the food and the service was outstanding.
For the second act, the Gladney Cup guests were ushered into the world of 1920s New York and the big band era.
One of the most well-conducted dinners I think I've ever been to, because they had such a passion for what they believe in.
A lot of times they'll say that the child is the lucky child. No, really, it's the family that has been blessed and has a kiss from God.
Emotions ran high as longtime supporters were awarded the coveted Gladney Cup green jacket.
The best phone call that I have ever made in my life was to my husband almost 10 years ago. Gladney called me at the office and said, "We have a baby girl for you." And so I called him at the office, and from then on, we owe Gladney everything. It's very simple for us to say yes. Thank you for all you do for Gladney.
The live auction was the final act and demonstrated just how passionate people are about Gladney.
You're sitting, you're having drinks, you're having a great conversation, and all of a sudden at the end of the night, you've been able to, as a group, been able to collectively offer $200,000 to the foundation and to help these children. It's just fantastic.
After trips to Wingfoot Golf Club and Congressional Country Club, the biennial event returned to its home course, one of the oldest stops on the PGA Tour, Colonial Country Club. In the shadow of Ben Hogan and on the tournament set greens, old friendships were reunited and new friendships were forged, all in the spirit of friendly competition. With the Gladney Cup falling just days before the Colonial PGA Invitational, the course continued the tradition of giving players a shot at professional level golf.
When you can play courses like Congressional and Wingfoot and Colonial, you must be doing a unique job.
They just amaze me at how they continue to improve from the start. It was just fantastic, and it's been tweaked and fine-tuned, and it just gets better.
The hospitality on a 1 to 10 is a 15.
From the moment you walk in and the way that you are treated and your guests are treated, it's really first rate from beginning to end. It's just fantastic.
This is the real deal. You're out there, you have your own caddy, you have somebody carrying the score, you've got your foursome, you're playing your own ball. It's quite intimidating to get out there and play in that type of format. It's a once in a lifetime type of event. You feel like you're playing in a pro-am or you're playing in the pros.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Bob Wunsch.
The tradition that goes with the Colonial, I broadcast I don't know how many Colonial championships over the years. That same feeling goes with this tournament. The reverence with which they hold the golf course and that devotion that they have to the cause comes through in almost every facet of the tournament.
There's not a tournament that I've ever been involved in that is this well run. The volunteers and the people that really make this thing happen do a top-notch job.
The volunteers are so committed to this whole cause. That's what really makes it special. I mean, everybody is passionate about the cause.
No charity tournament could be successful without the generous participation from sponsors. As it has with the players, the Gladney Cup has fostered a following of dedicated corporations.
And when I was out there this morning on the first tee, to see our clock up there, to stand in front of the banner with some major companies that are associated with Gladney and to have our name up there, I'm proud. I'm really proud of that, of having our name on the banner with Gladney.
And there's no stone unturned and no expense spared. I mean, it is a first-class operation from A to Z, and I'm looking forward to Wingfoot.
But the tradition of the Gladney Cup lies not in the tournament, the pageantry, or the historic courses. It lies in the tradition of selfless generosity.
It boils down to about every $5,000 helps us to create another family. And when we're able to generate dollars for Gladney and do so, we think about all the families that we form.
You could be tremendously proud of the Gladney Cup because what it symbolizes and the people participating and everyone is connected to the cause.
The winners of the 2007 Gladney Cup, the Dunning Group, Tom Henning, Jane Rubin, John Becker, and Larry Dale.
The most important things you can do in your business is invest in the people in your business. And one of the most important investments you can make in people is an investment in family.
It doesn't feel like I'm being charitable. It feels like that's my responsibility as a human being.
It's important to give back. Besides that, it feels good.
To be able to play golf, to be able to have fun, to be able to bring your friends and your guests. But at the end of the day, the reason behind it is a noble cause. That's really the most important thing.
Gladney gave us life, and a very special life. Gladney really is all about family, and one can't describe the benefits that that come from being a parent.
Players now look forward to the 2009 Gladney Cup at Wingfoot Golf Club, and another chance to provide memories, friendships, and most of all, the ability for the Gladney Center to continue its 120-year-old mission of creating families.